when I was 19 and I started studying medicine, approximately at that time, I had a very strong calling suddenly that I wanted to have some silence time every day. So from that day on, and that went on for until now, basically, I started meditating. But I never got a meditation training at that time. I just felt I need this time to go somewhere inside to a silent place and do this every day, regardless of what I had to do. I got up very early in the morning. I just did it. And this was an amazing support for me, because I felt that when I really go inside and I'm becoming more quiet, that there is actually a space where I can receive answers to the questions that I had at that time.
Was it just a kind of a natural emergence, the desire to sit? Was someone inspire you? Did you go to where did that initial training or kind of direction come?
It didn't. It suddenly I felt, oh, that's something that I need, and I just did it. And of course, 2 years later, through my medical studies, I came across other things, and then I started being interested in psychotherapy, and then yoga, and then I learned a lot about what I actually started doing 2 years ago.
Huh.
And also as a young person, like as a teenager, or even as a child, I always felt this. I always had my kind of inner prayer. And but I didn't like really to go to church. I didn't like the atmosphere there. I didn't feel that that's my home, my spiritual home. But I had a deep relation to God at that time, or to something that is that I called God at that time.
Did that feel kind of alien or unusual? I mean, a lot of people, especially if they're pursuing a kind of more medical, scientific path, even words like God or concepts like that don't easily necessarily fit in that framework. I'm curious as to kind of how that arose. Right.
Of course, as a child, in my school time, I needed to go to kind of a religion classes, and they didn't speak to me, except that I felt that there is something true in it that was very private or intimate. So for me, that was a very intimate, private thing that I didn't talk about, that I just practiced this. I didn't talk about this with anybody.